What is going on, guys? Chump Change XD here. Hope you're all doing well and having a really great day. Today, it's a perfect day for solar, and we just got a brand new unit in that I want to show you guys. We're going to unbox this together, and we're going to talk about what we're going to be doing on this upcoming build. We have a solar-powered air conditioner unit over here, just arrived from Signature Solar. Shout out to them for sending this thing over so we can make some content on it. Now, I don't have any heat or AC in my basement where my studio is currently, and we have the perfect place. We're actually going to mount this thing downstairs and try to get this thing running off solar. So let's rip this thing open and see what's in it. So this thing right here, I am super excited to be able to get into and actually have AC in my basement, which would be super nice. I was going to cut a zone into, what's it called, my furnace down there, but this is a way better option. For one, it's going to be free heat and AC, and two, yeah, I'm not going to have to mess with my existing system, so that's amazing. And they package this stuff so damn well over at Signature Solar. So again, shout out to them. And if you guys are interested in any of this stuff, solar or even AC stuff from Signature Solar, please check out the link down in the pinned comment below. I will also put it in the description as well. It does help the channel, but you guys get some money off your order, so that's always a plus. And this thing, wow, it's actually stupid light. That's like really light. I'm actually excited about that. And then this guy, a little bit more heavy because I think everything's in here. I think it comes with all the tubing and stuff to run from A to B, like the line set. I believe that's what it's called. So let's open the head of the unit here first. Actually, you know what? No, we'll open that downstairs in the basement. Let's open this guy up first, and we'll see what's actually in here. So now I know this is the outdoor unit, the actual condenser, right? And again, I think the lines are in here to actually run to the unit, and all the electrical that's needed, or maybe not the electrical, the communication wires, that's what I meant. I think that would be in here as well. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but I am not. Here is the line set that comes in the unit. Amazing. Now, from what I understand, this unit is actually pre-charged, and it's a complete DIY unit, which is awesome. Oh wow, that came off super easy. Hell yeah. Wow, that's actually a really nice system. That's way beefier than I thought it was going to be. That looks super well built. Wow, if you guys don't know, I'm a plumber by trade, a master plumber. I used to run a plumbing business, and these mini splits actually were becoming part of my job towards the end before I decided to stay home and take care of the kids full time. And yeah, I'll probably pick up plumbing at some point later on in life, but for now, we're going to be installing our own mini splits and doing some fun stuff. What is this? This is like, this might be if you rip the line set or something. Just extra tape. Actually, I don't know what this is. I have absolutely no idea what this is. It's actually not sticky. There's only one part that's sticky. It's right at the beginning. Weird. All right. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to look that up. So now again, from what I understand, this is a pre-charge system where it has the Freon already inside the unit. So once you crack it open, it fills the line set, and there's really nothing else to be done. From what I understand, I am going to have to do some research on this because I could see there are some solar inputs here, a positive and a negative, which is kind of neat. So we can hook that directly up from the panels. That's real interesting. Maybe I'll have to build something else to hold the panels just for this guy, because I want to use my other stuff for my crypto mining ventures. And then we have a sensor, it looks like here. I'm going to have to open this thing up and actually dive into it and see what's going on here. And then this, if I'm not mistaken, is like a condensation port. Again, we'll have to follow up on that and figure out what we're doing here. But anyways, all right, so this is the line set. That is the outdoor unit. Now, I am going to have to build some sort of pad. Let me show you guys how my conventional AC system is right now outside, actually. And I'll have to do the same thing, and I'll show you guys where I'm thinking about putting this condenser. So over here is where all my AC stuff is currently. I mean, you guys have seen this part of my house a lot. I gotta clean up all these damn leaves, but these are for my two furnaces. I have one in the attic and one in the basement, right? I mean, yeah, one in the basement that does like the first floor, and that does the second floor, and it's, you know, feeding to the attic. And then I got my whole house generator. But what I'm gonna end up doing is probably putting this AC condenser for the mini split right over here, where I can continue the rocks here over and make a nice pad, like a little cement pad right here for it to sit on, because I don't have any brackets or a mounting bracket for the side of the house where you would actually like drill it into the foundation and it would kind of suspend the unit itself. But they do have these pads you could purchase too, and I could actually just sit it on that. But that was the whole main reason me bringing you over here. You can see that those units need to sit on something flat that basically absorbs like vibration, and yeah, we'll just keep it kind of sturdy, right? It's not screwed down to it. It's literally just sitting there. I could shake this thing if I wanted to. I know it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but yeah, it's just really sitting there because they're heavy enough they're not going to like fall over or anything. But yeah, so that's the plan there. We're going to go stick that on the other side of the house, and then I don't know if I want to hook up these panels to it or if I'm going to use these for crypto mining. Most likely going to use those for crypto mining, and we'll end up probably getting some more panels at a later date and hooking them up directly to this condenser. But again, this is going to be another video. This is just the unboxing, kind of see what the hell this is all about. Again, this is a 24,000 BTU unit that should be realistically good for 1,000 square feet easily. You know, to be honest, my basement's actually only about 800 square feet. So it's under 1,000. So this thing will crank out AC and heat, no problem in there. You know what? This thing would actually be dope for my garage itself because there's no heat or AC out here, and this is actually my kids' playroom. Even though it's full of shit right now, I gotta fix my quad. That's why that's in here. But a heat and AC unit out here that runs directly off solar would be a dope idea. So maybe we change locations. Now, you know what? We'll see how this one goes downstairs. Because this garage is only about 500 square feet, the ceiling is really the only thing that's a bit different. It's like 11 or 12 feet high versus downstairs where it's like 8 feet. So I think this unit will be best downstairs, and if this goes smooth, maybe we'll just buy the smaller unit and install it in here for heat and AC in the winter. All right, let's get this thing down in the basement and we'll see what she's about. All right. This is my new workbench for now, because the other one is loaded with GPUs. As you guys know, in the last video, I actually ended up boxing up all the GPUs that were here on the table. These are all ready to go. If you guys are interested in GPUs, I'll leave a link to this down in the pinned comment as well. But let's get into this guy, because I'm super excited. Yeah, I just couldn't take the mess on the floor anymore. Those friggin' boxes were everywhere. I had to pack them up. But, all right, let's see. I have a perfect spot. I'm going to put this in, and we're going to see how hard it's going to be to mount and stuff. All right, so this is the mounting template, which is pretty sweet. So this is where I'm going to be putting it up here. If I take down this stuff, I could actually put this right there, and I'll have plenty of room on the right, plenty of room on the left. It's going to be a perfect little location for this AC. That's freaking amazing. All right, I'm going to need 2 hands to get this all out of here. And yeah, let's see how this thing looks. This thing is gorgeous. I saved the peel for you guys. Look at that. EG4 electronics. That's great. And if you guys don't know, so the EG4 system I have already currently is right here on the wall. The 6000 XP, I actually have 2 of them. I got to get that one hooked up, but I got to replace a part in there, but you guys will see that at a later date. But yeah, so this is going to match the solar setup that I have already running downstairs, which is amazing. As you guys can see, this is the condensate tube. This is always the pain in the ass of these things, right? It's really not too big of a deal, but you got to make sure you install it right. Again, being a plumber, installing these before in my old previous house and on jobs, you got to make sure the condensate actually is done correctly. And then here, this is the communication wire between the head unit, which is this guy, and the condenser that goes outside. So you're going to run this alongside the line set, if I'm not mistaken, to have the two communicate. And then we got another roll of this tape. And I'm pretty positive now at this point that this is for the line set in case you rip it or something. It's kind of the same material as the outer casing on those usually. And then we got a bag here with the remote, obviously. Got some batteries for that. Looks like we got some extra solar connections. Looks like a termination kit in case you need to come down and go through the backside. Or actually, you know what? That's still behind the unit. So the outline here, this is the indoor unit casing, right? There's a spot for inside the unit, which is kind of cool. Usually you just smack a hole and you don't have any termination kit to run the line sets through. So this is like a wall plate that'll just go on the sheetrock and actually cover up that hole nicely, which is pretty cool. And then this, I think this is like some putty stuff to fill the gap on the outside when you put the line set through the side of the house, which is a pretty clutch idea. I'll open this when we actually get to the install of this unit, but let's, you know what, let me flip this up. So this is the top here. If you guys have never seen a mini split, the way it works, right, this is a filter that catches all the shit. So you can actually take this filter out typically and wash it off, and you're supposed to actually spray down the coil with this like foam spray that basically collects all the grime, and it'll melt through into the drip pan and go through the condensate, that white tube there. Let me just flip this over quick so you guys can see the inside of the unit without me taking it all apart. Just going to flip it back onto the template there. Okay, so this is the line set here that you're going to connect to that other tube that's outside at the with the condenser that came in the condenser, right? This is the actual mounting bracket itself. So you do have to unscrew this entire housing to be able to mount this guy on. And again, there is a little tray in here somewhere that holds all the condensate that this unit creates. I'm freaking excited. This is awesome. I haven't messed with these in quite some time, but I'm super excited to see how the solar setup works with this mini split. Man, this thing is great. EG4, shout out to you guys. Signature Solar, shout out to you as well. This is a freaking really balling ass unit. Let me know what you guys think about this. Have you guys ever used a mini split? Have you ever installed one? I would definitely love to know your thoughts. I want to just flip open the front cover here and see what it's all about just before we get out of here. Get all this tape off. So what they do is they tape this fin. This thing's electronically controlled with the remote, so when you turn it on, that opens up and then the fan starts spinning. They tape it for shipping so it doesn't get ruined, and then it actually, they taped down this cover as well. This cover is where you get the filters removed from, if I'm not mistaken, and it's actually how you can remove the entire face here too. You got to take off all these screws and get the face undone. But yeah, this filter comes right out. They're all pretty much the same, and you can wash it right off. Sick, so you don't have to buy any type of like furnace filters or anything. And then this coil you should spray with it's like a foam spray. I'll try to put a picture right here on the screen that basically again just takes the grime out and it rains it down through the unit. And what I would do is spray that foam spray, and then after a couple minutes of it sitting and soaking, I would take a water bottle, just a spray bottle with water in it, and do it over it, you know, spray, wash it down basically to get all the extra bullshit taken care of, and that would clean my entire AC unit. And now I can't get this thing in with one freaking hand. Come on. There we go. They're a little flimsy, but again, they're made to be like that from the factory. All right, there we go. Sick, dude. This thing's awesome. Again, let me know what you guys think about these units. This EG4 electronics heat and AC unit that's going to be running completely off solar right there in my house. So now the reason I'm so excited about this unit, again, it's really not so much the heat factor of the basement here, right? You guys know that I crypto mine with solar. If you follow the channel, you probably know I'm into cryptocurrency, right? So these two units right here, they actually do produce heat. Right now, about 700 watts of heat that I'm actually pulling from solar, and I got to turn on some other stuff inside the shed. The sun just really came up a couple hours ago, and I'm charging these batteries right now. But a couple hours, I'm going to be turning on some more equipment, but that's kind of what I'm getting to. I could take more equipment in here and actually heat my basement with those. So I'm really not too concerned with the heat aspect of this guy unless my machines are drawing way more power than this unit will actually draw during the winter time when I'm actually trying to get heat in here. That will really be the deciding factor if I'm going to actually have this thing run heat-wise. The biggest concern here is AC. If I can run AC down in this basement when it gets hot as shit in the summertime and it's just uncomfortable down here, that will be clutch. And it will be obviously nice to not have to run miners 24/7 if I ever needed to not have like noise down here, or if I did make this like an in-law at some point, you know, later on in the future. It would be nice to have heat and AC, its own zone down here. So let me know what you guys think about this thing down in the comments below. Let me know if you guys actually currently have a mini split, or if you would actually entertain the fact of getting a mini split for your solar setup. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Don't forget, link down below if you guys are interested in anything solar. You guys get some money off your order. Peace out.